This is the salad that reversed 30 years of arterial aging in just 3 months. Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn has been preaching this gospel of reversal for 40 years at the Cleveland Clinic. He reversed severe coronary plaque disease in the most severe cardiac patients, and it's evidenced by cardiac angiography. The longer his patients follow the protocol, the more their arteries healed. I proved complete reversal in my own carotid arteries in just 3 months, verified by 3 follow-up scans. This is not a drug. It's not a supplement, it's just plain food. So what caused my plaques? Primarily the food that I ate. Fried foods, added sugars. And what will heal my arteries? You got it, food. Specifically, this bowl. Today I'm going to show you exactly what's in my salad, what each ingredient is doing inside your arteries and my arteries at the molecular level. Why eating this salad 6 times a day is the single most powerful thing you can do to run the biology that reverses plaque. So stay with me. Your body has a 9-step biological system for pulling cholesterol out of arterial plaque and permanently excreting it. Scientists call it reverse cholesterol transport. Every step in this pathway has to work. Most people are unknowingly blocking 6 or 7 of those 9 steps every single day through what they eat and how they eat it. This salad addresses 6 of those 9 steps simultaneously. Not the same mechanism 6 times, 6 completely different biological pathways firing in parallel every time you just take a handful and eat it. Did you ever hear of this before? I didn't. It felt like I discovered the biggest secret in the world. And so simple. So I've dissected every step of this pathway, but it's like learning a whole new language. I'll walk you through each step using the foods that I eat to activate each step of this reverse cholesterol transport pathway. And once you understand it and see it, you cannot unsee it. Then this knowledge will empower you to act and eat to heal yourself. It's that simple and it's proven to work. It's both scientific and evidence-based. I've already proved it in my own carotids, 1 bowl, 6 steps, 6 times a day. Here's how it works. This super reversal salad has 9 ingredients, 5 greens, each targeting a different biological mechanism, 3 toppings, each unlocking a step the greens cannot reach alone, and 1 dressing that amplifies everything underneath it. You make 1 large batch in the morning. Every time you pass by the refrigerator across the day, just take a handful. You can put some hot water on it, steam it, or eat it raw. By 8 p.m., the bowl's empty, and your arteries have been in active reverse cholesterol transport mode for 10 hours straight. Here's what's in it, and here's exactly what each ingredient is doing inside your arterial wall as you eat it. Number 1, arugula. This is the ignition switch. It's the highest dietary nitrate food on earth, gram for gram. Your saliva, as you chew on it, converts the nitrate to nitrate based on the bacteria in your mouth. Your arterial wall converts that nitrite to nitric oxide in your stomach through an enzyme called eNOS, continually over 90 minutes. That nitric oxide then does 2 things simultaneously that no statin can replicate. At step 1, it flips your macrophages inside your plaque from M1, which builds plaque, to M2 macrophages, which dismantle the plaque. Without this switch, nothing downstream can work. At step 3, the same nitric oxide diffuses into foam cells and produces cyclic GMP, which directly upregulates ABCA1. ABCA1 is a transporter protein that pumps trapped cholesterol out of the foam cells onto the HDL particle. 2 steps, 1 leaf, arugula. Nitric oxide has a half-life of just minutes, sometimes seconds. That's why the salad is eaten 6 times a day, not more volume, just a never-ending continuous cycle. Ingredient number 2 is spinach. Spinach protects your arterial wall from chemical assault most people never heard of, homocysteine. It's a sulfur-containing amino acid that physically damages the endothelium at every stage of reverse cholesterol transport. It doesn't just raise risk, it actively destroys the arterial lining. Spinach is one of the highest folate foods available. Folate drives homocysteine remethylation through an enzyme called MTHFR. Just try to pronounce that one. The assault stops. The Dyer imaging study measured carotid wall thickness directly. Higher spinach lutein intake in the blood meant thinner walls on the skin. So spinach leaves a measurable fingerprint in your arteries. Ingredient 3 is kale. Kale activates something called NRF2. This is the master antioxidant switch inside your cells. So this NRF2 drives production of your own glutathione peroxidase and superoxide dismutase. These are your natural antioxidants in your bodies. These enzymes protect your HDL particles from oxidative damage as they carry cholesterol through the bloodstream toward the liver. Oxidized HDL cannot offload cholesterol to the liver. It dumps its cargo back into the arterial walls. So kale prevents oxidized HDL. And when kale's NRF2 activation runs alongside arugula's cGMP signal, the ABCA1 efflux at step 3 is amplified beyond what either ingredient achieves alone. They compound each other in the same bite. Ingredient number 4 is Swiss chard. Swiss chard is the CETP blocker. CETP is the enzyme that takes cholesterol off your HDL mid-transit and moves it back onto LDL. It's actively working against reverse cholesterol transport every moment it's running. So nitric oxide blocks it, and pharmaceutical companies have spent $4 billion building a drug to block CETP, but that drug failed. Swiss chard does it naturally with every handful. Swiss chard adds a second independent nitrate source to the salad, but at the same time it blocks CETP. When arugula and Swiss chard are combined in the same bowl, the nitric oxide signal is broader, stronger, and more sustained, and CETP inhibition runs deeper. Ingredient number 5 is beets and beet greens. Beets close the loop. The chlorophyll in beet greens binds bile acids in the intestine the same way prescription cholestyramine does. So it reduces their reabsorption and forces the liver to draw on circulating LDL cholesterol to manufacture more bile. The extra drain of the entire 9-step pathway accelerates and cholesterol is excreted. At the same time, beets add their own nitrate payload to the salad, amplifying the endothelial signal that arugula and Swiss chard started. The first ingredient fires the ignition. The last one accelerates the exhaust. Then we add 3 toppings. Topping number 1 is ground or milled flax seeds, 2 tablespoons sprinkled on every serving. The SGG lignans in flax seeds suppress macrophage foam cell formation, so it cuts off new plaque supply at its source. In step 2, the soluble fiber provides the most powerful bile acid binding of any seed at step 7. And a human trial measured carotid plaque area on ultrasound. It went down. The placebo group got worse. Those are imaging results, not biomarkers. Topping 2, one of my favorites, pomegranate seeds, the arils, 3 tablespoons. Seeds in the salad instead of juice means you're getting the full punicalagin payload. This is the powerful antioxidant most found in pomegranates, plus the fiber of the whole fruit. Punicalagins is the most potent natural activator of an enzyme called paraoxinase 1. This enzyme sits on the HDL particle itself and repairs oxidative damage in real time as that HDL cholesterol particle transits to the liver. This is the highest scoring single ingredient in the protocol at step 4. Nothing even comes close. It also helps to reduce carotid plaque and was verified on ultrasound in a study in 2004 by Avram in Israel. Topping number 3 is beans, black beans or lentils, half a cup. They turn the salad into a complete meal. Plant protein drives ApoA1 synthesis, which is necessary for the HDL cholesterol system as transport vehicles. The folate in bean doubles down on spinach's homocysteine suppression at step 6, and the resistant starch of beans relieves the FXR feedback loop that suppresses something called CYP7A1 at step 9, which results in excretion of the cholesterol. So 3 separate mechanisms from just one topping. So here's the complete recipe: the super reversal salad. Make a large batch in the morning, eating a handful 6 times across the day. Arugula, 2 large handfuls. Spinach, 1 large handful. Kale, 1 handful, tear it up. Swiss chard, 1 handful. Beets, half a small beet, grated. Beet greens, handful if you have it available. And then here's the toppings. Milled flax seeds, 2 tablespoons. Pomegranate seeds, 3 tablespoons. Black beans, half a cup, cooked. And then the dressing is just lemon juice, balsamic vinegar, no oil. So Esselstyn's protocol uses no added oil because even olive oil affects the endothelium. The lemon juice enhances iron absorption from the greens and also enhances nitric oxide absorption. The biggest question I get more than any other is because this is the simplest formula that reverses heart disease and plaque. Why 6 times? Why not just use a big bowl at lunch, another at dinner, traditional salads, and call that enough? It's because nitric oxide has a half-life of seconds to minutes in the bloodstream. The moment you stop supplying dietary nitrate, the signal starts dropping. Your M2 macrophages begin reverting to M1 again, laying down plaque. Your CETP inhibition weakens, transfers cholesterol that's supposed to be excreted by HDL back to LDL, and your ABCA1 transporter gate starts closing, preventing reverse cholesterol transport. So 1 large salad at dinner gives you about 90 minutes of active biology, followed by 22 hours of silence. So the 6 small doses across the day means the biology never goes quiet while you're awake, and the frequency compounds. NRF2 activation from kale peaks at 4 to 6 hours, must be re-stimulated. Folate-driven homocysteine suppression is cumulative, but works faster with consistent supply. Bile acid binding happens at every eating occasion. 6 doses means 6 separate bile acid binding events across the day compared to just 2. So the exit of cholesterol drains 6 times more often. It's not about eating more greens, it's about never letting the signal drop. Reverse cholesterol transport. Make the bowl once, eat it 6 times throughout the day. The protocol is just that simple. So Esselstyn at the Cleveland Clinic between 1995 and 2000, past 40 years, he had 70% of his patients showed coronary stenosis regression on angiography. Most of the patients didn't need drugs, and the findings were documented. Avram in Israel in 2004, he had 30% carotid wall CMIT reduction on carotid ultrasound in 1 year from pomegranate juice alone, just 50 mils a day. Caliguri in 2014, he showed that on ultrasound from milled flaxseed alone, 11.5 millimeters carotid plaque area reduction on ultrasound. My own carotids in 2025, 53% reduction in CMIT, 30 years of arterial age reversed in just 3 months. These are not biomarker studies. These are imaging studies. Documented proof, scans showing plaque changing on a screen. Biology has been proven across multiple independent research teams using multiple imaging modalities in humans. So this super reversal salad is the edible version of what Esselstyn documented in his patients, but it's supercharged with additional foods and in combination to accelerate reverse cholesterol transport. Now, there are 5 more foods that directly amplify what the salad is doing. With the reverse cholesterol pathway cannot reach alone certain steps. These 5 foods are coming in one of my next videos, and they are the difference between very good results and amazing, almost miraculous results, just like I achieved.